name is Amanda.
And I'm Ashley Gonzalez. And I'm going to be doing the anticipatory set, the introduction, and the closure today.
And I will be doing the guided practice and the teacher modeling. And just so you all know, this is a lesson, a cooperative learning lesson that is for first graders. So first, the first standard is the student identifies patterns and makes predictions from an orderly display of data using concepts of probability and statistics. And our second standard is understands basic concepts of chance and probability. Students will understand when they need to use probability, they will know how to use it with fractions, and they will be able to demonstrate an event for probability 98% of the time without the aid of notes. So now Ashley will start.
All right, class. So what do you think we're going to be doing with these today? Jessica?
Eating them.
No. Today we're going to be learning a math lesson about probability. We'll be using lovely little M&Ms, okay? All right. All right, class. I want everyone to take out their notebooks and take out their partner appointment sheets. Today you're going to be working with your classroom partner. I want you to get with that person. And then you'll be working in a group of 4. I'll place you with 2 other students so everyone can be in the groups together, okay? In your kits, you're going to have roll cards. There's going to be the reader, the recorder, the traveler, and the encourager. For the reader today, you're going to read the directions. You're going to make the group understand the assignment. Then they're going to have the recorder. The recorder will write down your answers. Then you're going to have the traveler. The traveler is going to compare answers with another group. And then there's going to be the encourager, my favorite, where you go and you say nice things to your group, okay? And here's Ms. Murphy with the lesson.
Okay, so like Ms. Gonzalez said, you all have your probability kits. So this is what everybody has placed on their tables. We did that for you earlier. And then you're going to have directions. You're going to have your set of M&Ms, a bag of M&Ms. You're going to have a sheet of paper for the recorder to write on, your answers, that is. And then your homework assignment is going to be there as well, which Ms. Gonzalez will go over when we are done with our assignment. And you will also have the roll cards that Ms. Gonzalez talked about as well. So since we passed out the reader and the rest of them we designated a reader, the rest will go to the right of the reader, but I'm going to read all of the directions before you'll begin. And the directions say for the reader to read to you. I'm going to read it to you once, and if you have any questions, then we'll just have the reader clarify, or you can ask myself or Ms. Gonzalez. So number 1, we form the groups. Number 2, this reader has been selected already. And so number 3 is very important. We are going to read all of the directions before we begin our assignment. So I'm going to read them, listen very carefully, which you can always refer back to this sheet as well. So take all of your materials out of your bag, but don't do this till we're done. And then assign the roles to each group member. We already said that we were going to do that by passing them to the right of the reader. You take one and pass it on. Don't look at it, just take it, and that's your role. Then you're going to open the bag of M&Ms and separate the different colors into different groups. So then after you open the bag, you'll find the probability for each color. An example of this is that there's 4 red M&Ms and there's a total of 25 M&Ms in the bag. So the probability of pulling a red M&M is 4 out of 25. And you're going to do this for each color, and the recorder will record your answers on that sheet of paper I showed you. And then we're going to be on number 8. So then your traveler, once all of your answers are recorded, your traveler will go to, let's say, the group across from them, and they will exchange information with them, and every traveler will do that for each group. So then once the traveler has returned, you will share their experience. They'll tell you how many blue M&Ms the other group had and so forth. So then you'll break off from your original group. You'll still stay at the same table, but the original partners are going to compete against each other to see who can find the probability of the colors the fastest, and then the same thing will happen with the other group. And then the other group partners, like I said, will complete it again, and then there's some questions up on the board, but don't look at them now. We'll do them after you guys are completed with this assignment. And then after the problems are completed, I will ask you them and you will tell me the answers, and then Ms. Gonzalez will assign you your homework. So now I'm going to demonstrate to y'all how you can find the probability of a color in your bag of M&Ms. Alright, so previously I separated all of my M&Ms into the colors so that it would be easier for us to just demonstrate. So I have a total of, I'll count them for you, 48. Okay, we have a total of 48 M&Ms in the bag, and who would like to pick a color for me to find the probability of? Go ahead.
Red.
Alright, so we have 11 red M&Ms, and therefore the probability would be 11 out of 48. And how I did that is in fraction form, the 11 would be the numerator and the 48 would be the denominator. So there are 11 red M&Ms and there's 48 total, and since I can't reduce that any, the probability of a red M&M is going to be 11 out of 48. So if you have any questions, Ms. Gonzalez and I will be walking around the classroom to help you, and then once you're done, we'll answer these questions up here. Alright, so now that everybody has finished their probability kit, they found the probability of each colored M&M, and they also competed with their partners against each other to see, and they went around and saw other groups if their numbers of colors were different. So before we start these problems, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to ask you to compare your answers. Somebody compare their answers with another group. Did they have more of a color than you, or did they have less of a color? So would somebody like to tell me how their colors compared with another group?
My group was completely different from the group next to us. We had 7 blue and they only had 3 blue. That completely threw off our probabilities.
Were they able to determine their probability and you were able to determine yours?
Yeah, but we could reduce mine and you couldn't reduce theirs.
Oh, very good observation. That's very good, Ashley. Okay, so now that we found out from one group, we will start these problems, and I'll give you a couple seconds to look over them, and we're going to start with the first one, of course, and then you can think about them, and I'll ask them, and we'll see who can get the right answers for us. Okay, so the first question we have is if there are a total of 18 marbles, so this is our total right here, total of 18 marbles, 6 of them are blue. What is the probability of picking a blue marble out of the bag? So understand that we're looking for the blue marble. Who would like to answer for me? Go ahead.
I think it's 6 over 18.
6 over 18.
I have a question though.
Yes?
Are we reducing?
Of course, whenever we do fractions, we always reduce. So can this fraction be reduced?
Yeah, I think it's 1 over 3.
1 over 3. So we can reduce this. Ashley says we can reduce this to 1 over 3. How does this reduce? Please explain to the class how you reduce this.
Because 18 goes into 6 3 times.
You mean 6 goes into 18 3 times?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Alright, perfect. So, oh, this is not what I wanted to do. My bad. Wrong. Okay, just kidding. I read that wrong. So 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. So perfect. So we got the first one done. The second one is if 4 out of 6, so your total is 6, of the stars are blue, is this the final way to write the probability? So first off, I'll write it in fraction form to help you all out. Can someone tell me this is the final way we can reduce this problem? Go ahead.
No, we can reduce it less.
Okay, and what would that answer be?
It would be 2/3.
2/3. So that means the 2 goes on top and the 3 goes on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what number did we divide both of these numbers by to get 2/3?
2.
Perfect. All right. Number 3, you have 10 yellow balloons, you have 7 green balloons, you have 9 orange balloons. What is the probability of picking an orange balloon? So remember, we have 9 orange balloons. Who can tell me the probability of picking an orange balloon out of all of them? Go ahead.
I think it's 10 over 26.
10 over 26. Does everybody agree with her?
No way!
Why not?
Because those are yellow. 10 is yellow. We're looking for orange.
Okay, so how many orange balloons do we have?
We have 9 orange.
Okay, and is the total still 26 or is it a different total?
Yeah, it's 26.
Okay, so just so you know, make sure there are a lot of numbers in this sentence, but make sure you're looking for the orange balloons. You did find the correct probability of yellow balloons, but we're looking for the orange ones. So 9 out of 26 is correct. Is there any way that one can be reduced?
No.
Okay, so we're on to the last one. There are 21 birthday candles. 5 are red, 10 are blue, 3 are pink, and 3 are yellow. What is the probability of picking a red candle? So remember, we're looking for this one, and then this is our total. So what's the probability? Go ahead, Ashton.
5 out of 21.
5 out of 21. Okay, does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Okay, and is this the final way to rate this problem?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it seems like everybody understood this well. So now Ms. Gonzalez is going to come and teach y'all what your homework is.
Alright, class. Did everyone enjoy that lesson today?
Yeah!
Alright, so everyone ready to get out your homework assignment sheets? I'm going to go over this with you so everyone knows what the homework assignment is. Today for your homework assignment, you're going to assess your group members and give some feedback. I want you to say one thing positive about every group member. I also want you to tell me about which group member really helped you out today and if there was someone that you really helped out today as well. I also want you to create one probability problem on your own, and we're going to go over those in class next week, and maybe we'll have a little pop quiz, okay?
Great.
Alright, for your closure today, after this amazing lesson, I want to ask you some questions as normal. So, what did you like about today's lesson today, class? Sarah.
I liked that we got to work with our friends.
Yeah, on these kind of lessons, I like incorporating it so you can get your social aspect of the lesson as well as getting your learning aspect. All right, so what would you change about this lesson if you could? Justin.
I would make it so we can eat the M&M.
All right, at the end of the lesson, at the end of the day today, everyone can take out some of the M&Ms and eat them, okay, Justin?
Yes.
All right. So how did you help today, someone, or did someone help you really well today? Jasmine.
One of my group members didn't really understand how they would find the probability of, I think it was like our red M&Ms, because that was the first color we chose to do. So I showed them how it like separated and how they could like count the red ones opposed to like the rest of them, but they had to count like the red ones with the rest of them, and that gave us like the probability.
Good. Thank you for helping out a classmate today. All right. So final question. How are you going to use what you learned today to help yourself in the real world today, okay? Sarah.
I think we can relate it to like our real life situations, like somehow with money, like later on the road when we're allowed to like pay for things and buy ourselves things, we can use probability with money.
Good. Using money as real world and using probability is what we learned today. I like that. All right, class, I hope everyone had a wonderful day today and enjoyed learning about probability.